Hello my dear viewers and welcome to Angelic Sky Tarot channel. Today I will do a special video for you to ask a question about a person who you haven't talked to or seen for a while. So what this person would like to tell you, what they want to tell you, but they're not able to tell you. Maybe they're at a distance, maybe you're in separation, maybe something happened between you two, or maybe you're together but they're still too shy and that they're not sure how to express those feelings to you, and you feel a bit of confusion and you would like to know if what they think and what they want to tell you, what they really want to tell you, what they want to express to you. Before I begin, I just wanted to show you my painting on the background. I did it with oils, and this is a beautiful summer bouquet. I just thought it added a little bit of beautiful energy, to this reading, a little bit of inspiration. So yeah, just wanted to share with you that I also do art, and wanted to show it to my viewers. However, I will shift the attention from the art to the cards, and here we have 4 choices for you. So please look carefully and decide what suits you the best. Here we have a little elephant, and choice number 1. We have a dolphin figurine with choice number 2. We have a frog, and choice number 3, and a Pegasus, which is a flying horse with wings, and that's choice number 4. So think about your person, take a look at the cards, and I have different decks pre-mixed to give us some information about your person. And if you need to pause, pause and make a choice, but usually I think it's easier to make a choice if you do it right away, spontaneously. So let's begin. I'm gonna start with reading number 1. So we'll take these cards and I'll see what we have here. Okay, let me see if I can arrange them and see what's happening. So we have the Buddha. The Buddha prepares from the Akashic Tarot. We have the Birth. We have the Fox from the Lenormand Art Nouveau deck. We have the Stork, also from Lenormand. With Angels of Romance, we have Healing Family Issues, Finances and Career, and from the Eyes of the Soul, we have Let Peace Prevail. So we have also from regular tarot, Princess of Swords, 8 of Cups, and Queen of Swords. So what I'm seeing from all of these cards is that first of all, there's separation. Somebody's single, and there was a harsh exchange of words between you two before the separation. There was misunderstanding. So I'm seeing a single woman. I'm seeing a single woman who is possibly offended, or who is holding a grudge, who is holding her point of view and opinion about something, about the situation, very strongly. So there's definitely somebody who is single, and there's separation. Also, the 8 Cups is showing me that somebody left the situation and had to move on. It was a difficult emotional situation. There's a lot of heartbreak in this situation, and the person, whenever the person left this relationship or this condition, this situation, it wasn't an easy decision. Extremely heartbroken, exhausted from this situation. For whatever reason, they needed to move on. Again, there is a lot of thoughts about the situation, a lot of confusion, a lot of mind chatter, and we can deal with an air sign in this situation, at least one of the partners or one of the people who you're thinking about, or maybe it's you, somebody's an air sign in this situation. So there's a lot of mental processes. Possibly someone is thinking about corresponding with you, or maybe you received a letter or somebody reached out to you, or you were thinking about reaching out to them. So you're definitely thinking about each other, but there is misunderstanding, there is unclarity in the feelings and in the thoughts about the situation. So both of you are not seeing the clarity. So the peace needs to prevail. The situation needs to be healed, and that is shown to me from these 2 cards. We have the Buddha, and let the peace prevail with with this knight, who is trying to conquer the fears and bring the peace. He tries to conquer the death and bring the peace to the situation. And so both of you in this situation are spiritually growing. You are getting enlightened about this situation. You are changing your perspective on your relationship and what it brought to both of you. There could be both of you want to reconnect, and both of you are yearning for rebirth of this situation. Possibly some of you might be connected by family ties, and maybe it was a separation or a divorce, and you could have family together, like children together, and there's still family ties. For other people, it might mean that maybe because some of you had family attachments, you couldn't be with a person, and the situation had to end and separation had to occur. Again, for some of you, the reason the separation occurred is because of the deep woundings that occurred early in the childhood. So whatever the wounding in the situation is was caused in the early childhood, and the person is behaving in this relationship because this is how they learn to be early on, and it's something that they need to overcome and heal their relationship with their parents, possibly with their siblings or with their children. So there's a family trauma definitely involved. So there was also a lack of finances in the situation, and somebody also had to move on because they chose a career, or maybe they couldn't contribute the amount of money that was necessary to to merge or to be in this relationship. So somebody is leaving to better their financial situation, or they didn't want to commit to the situation because of finances, and also because of some sort of family tie situation. So because of the four fox, I am seeing a little bit of a trickstery to the situation, or someone is not being completely honest, maybe with themselves or with their partner in this situation, and there are some nuances that are not been said or cleared out in the air. We also have a stork here, and again, that card represents traveling. It represents of birth of something new, birth of a baby. Usually storks bring the babies. So possibly what I'm seeing here is the potential for rebirth is here of this relationship. So both people are healing in this situation and seeing the situation more clearly. There was separation in the past, and it could have been because of the family issues, and the person, some of the people didn't want to have the attachment in this relationship, especially the person who left the situation was afraid of attachment, was afraid of the responsibility, and they are coming more at peace with the situation, and secretly they want maybe a reunion in this relation or rebirth of this friendship. So possibly the healing in the future will occur where you both will be able to see each other face to face, maybe communicate misunderstandings and heal this relationship, and at least become friends again. There is the person who left has deep trauma that was caused to them in childhood. There are deep issues with their family healing, and at first they also need to forgive their parents or act with their family lineage in order to heal the trauma, so their existing relationship with maybe a partner could be successful ones. Again, there are also aspects, financial aspects, and the person feels like they're not ready to commit or support someone in this relationship, or they're not completely honest about their finances or their potential goals. I do see somebody is staying single. They are a bit stubborn about their decision, and they're very opinionated on the issue. But the communication is needed, and both of you are thinking about communicating, or maybe at least writing to each other. So in the future, I do see the potential of that person communicating and explaining themselves to you. However, there's still a lot of unclarity about this situation. So what the person is trying to tell you, that they're trying to forgive and forget, kind of whatever happened between you two. They're trying to heal from the situation. They are learning to unconditionally love this situation, and they are healing. They are healing from the family trauma that occurred to them, and it's still kind of shadowing in their present relationships. So they're asking for forgiveness. They're hoping for a rebirth of this friendship or this connection. You know, they will come towards you at some point, but they had to leave the situation because it just was too painful. And they are learning how to be a part of a relationship, how to be part of this connection, part of the family. They're finding the inner peace, and they're asking for your understanding in this situation. So this was choice number 1 with the elephant. So, and let's take a look at the choice number 2 with the dolphin. So I'm going to turn the cards over and see what is happening in this reading. So let's look what kind of cards we got, and I'm going to try to show you what we have. So we have Uriel and the Sphinx. We have two of worlds, two of scrolls. The bear from Lenormand, the tree from Lenormand, romantic feelings from Angels of Romance, deception. We have embody ancient wisdom from the Soul of the Oracle. We have Princess of Wands, Ten of Cups, and King of Cups. So somebody is dealing with a water sign possibly, and a fire sign. I see that there are possibly romantic feelings in this relationship for some, and they were quite strong. There was a lot of passion, a lot of romantic feelings between each other, but there was also deception and maybe not honesty till the end. Possibly someone was in a kind of like a relationship that had to be hidden or secretive for one reason or the other. Maybe one of the partners wasn't available. Maybe somebody was married, because I do see also Ten of Cups, so one of the partners could have been involved or had a family. So there was a kind of deception in this relationship, and it had to be secretive, it had to be hidden. There was a strong passion. And I do see also like a mother figure, like a bear represents to me a mother figure. So interference of someone from the family side. Yeah, there was like a family interference, and this whole situation is, it has like a family lineage energy. So we have a lot of family cards. However, also this relationship possibly has the potential to create a family, to create foundation together, maybe with this person. Again, this relationship could be that you're dealing with your mother, and something that you're trying to have connection more with your family, and again, reconnect with your family members, maybe, or with your family member, and maybe there was some sort of misunderstanding in you trying to heal this relationship. Or if it was like a romantic connection, there's a lot of romantic feelings, there is a potential for you to form a family, and the person wants to form family with you, but there's also interference of other family members, and somehow it disturbs the energy in this relationship. Again, there was deception, and somebody wasn't completely honest with you in this relationship. So both of you have to be extremely wise and work on your inner, like learn your inner lessons. So both of you are healing again inside, and I see the King of Cups. So the person who is a water sign is definitely working on their emotions, and working on their heart. They love you, they have true sincere feelings about you, they really feel connected to you, and they want to be with you, they love you, there are romantic feelings, there's strong connection. One of you for some reason wasn't honest, and so it destroyed your potential for this connection, but they do want to be with you, they want to build a family, and there's definitely a passion and desire to be with you. Possibly they will be traveling towards you in the future. We also have the the Two of Scrolls. So somebody is definitely thinking about you. I see them saving up money for, coming towards you. Maybe some of you are like are thinking of, if they come towards you, and there is a potentiality to get married. They want to marry you. If you it's a romantic interest, they want to be with you. They want to have children with you, to create a family. So what this person is not telling you, that more than anything, they're not telling you about this, but more than anything, they want a family with you. They just feel like they don't have enough finances, and they're really working hard towards your relationship, because the feelings are there, and the feelings are very honest and romantic. They're being very strong about it. They're trying to be really wise about the situation. They want to create something sturdy, this beautiful foundation. They want to grow family with you, and so they're being wise again, and everything is waiting to develop in divine timing for you, because the Archangel Uriel is, and the Sphinx are telling you that everything is a mystery in the world, and you just have to stay strong. You have to stay in the energy of a master, and clear all the negative patterns. You can be together, because I think it's a desire for both of you, because I see a star here, I see a flame, and some amethyst, and it looks to me like both of you have the same desire that sparks the the energy of the heart. Both of you are yearning for this connection. Whatever the obstacle, it is a tough obstacle in a situation, because again we have a bear, and whatever you have to overcome, it's not an easy task, but it is possible. I think the person is definitely thinking about you. They love you. They want to come close to you. They want to create a sturdy foundation with you. They want to build a family with you together. They again, I am seeing a water sign person, and we also have a dolphin here, so maybe it's also a sign that this person has emotions toward you. They have genuine feelings toward you, and they're ready to maybe come out clear, maybe even with a proposal, with a marriage proposal. So for some of you, this person is ready to marry you, and they want to tell you that they want to build a family. They have strong romantic feelings. If a person is at a distance, so they are working on their finances, they are working possibly from tying themselves free from certain situations in order to be with you in the future. This is what they're not telling you right now, but this is what they're hoping. Let's go to choice number 3, and we have a frog here. So I'm going to turn over your cards, and let's see, I'm going to move these away so they're not in our way, and look at what we have here. All right, so far we have initiation, and it's a Saint Germain card. So we see people being initiated to a higher level of wisdom. So whatever the situation you're working on, if you resolve it in the right way, you're kind of moving to the new level of understanding of your reality, of your connections with people, and maybe possibly your romantic connections. Maybe in this situation, both of you had to choose yourselves, because the situation, this connection was so passionate and fiery, and it was really difficult, the connection, because we have the lovers here, and the card of lovers gives me this impression that it's like a twin flame connection, or like strong lovers connection. Well, let's go over the cards. So we have the Saint Germain, we have the King of Forces, we have the Tower from Lenormand collection, we have the House, we also have keep an open mind, attraction, take action, Princess of Pentacles, the Lovers, and Ace of Pentacles. So what type of picture is opening up in front of me? What is this person trying to tell you? They're ready to take an action. They're ready to take an action that will lead them to another level of, understanding this connection between you two. The conversation needs to happen, because there is a lot of miscommunication. that happened between you two. There's a lot of unresolved issues. There's a lot of darkness, cloudiness that's dragging you. You know, you had to fight a lot of tension, a lot of like chemistry, you know, because we have two cards that indicate, like, because the King of Forces is almost like a Tower card, you know, because it's lightning, like weather, you know, that is charged with a lot of energies. There's a lot of energy, a lot of force energy in the air, you know. So that shows me intensity of this connection. It's a very powerful connection, and we have a lot of color purple here, so Saint Germain energy. So it's a healing, it's working with your intuition, it's being able to see the situation, you know, from higher perspective, and see the unfoldment of the situation, the future situation, predictability, like being intuitive about the situation. So the Tower, it's like it's being isolated, being alone. So yeah, I do see that possibly there's an argument or misunderstanding. There's like a wall that's built around one of you and possibly about the person. So the person who you're thinking about is afraid to come out with their true feelings, is afraid to open up, and your relationship is like an obstacle to them. They feel a little bit alone and isolated and misunderstood. Inside there's a lot of emotions that brewing inside, and the conflict is kind of coming to the peak, or there's a lot of tension, or something already happened that, you know, kind of was able to like charge that energy out, you know, kind of like a conflict that possibly separated you two, or like there was an argument or something very tense. Again, we have a house here, so it shows me that the connection between you two is very strong. You know, you are very dear to each other, and you almost started building this foundation together, but there's disturbance, you know, somehow because of the huge potential of the relationship. There's a huge potential in this relationship of this great friendship or communication, or you know, or love, or whatever this relationship, it has huge potential. There's so much chemistry between the two of you. Again, with the lovers, for some of you it's like a twin flame relationship. It's I mean, lots of emotions. The man most likely is overwhelmed in this relationship. He's burning with desire, burning with confusion, with misunderstanding. You're driving each other crazy because the force, the charge between you is immense, you know. So Princess of Pentacles is showing me that somebody had to travel or go away, or to recharge, to find the healing, to I don't know, to possibly go on their own quest to rediscover themselves, because both of you started losing in this attraction, in this relationship. So right now the person is taking the time out to recharge, to regain their health, because this relationship drew a lot of their energy out of them, and they almost lost themselves in you. You are super attractive to them, and it's like they lose all the ground, you know, they lose all the ground beneath their feet when they're around you. So you have to keep an open mind, because the more you communicate with this person, the more you discover each other, and you know, the more your relationship deepens. And also it might surprise you how this whole situation will turn out, you know, because I think you are projecting something different onto this person from what they really are, and I think there's still going to be an opportunity and potential to find them out from a different side. So what they're trying to tell you is that you don't understand me, you don't know me, you're projecting things, you know, and this tension is created because you're trying to find someone else in your you know, in your eyes than whoever is standing in front of you. So this fog needs to clear up, and you need to see this person for who they are and accept them and love them unconditionally, instead of projecting and expecting something from that person. And a lot of tension is happening because you are projecting your own understanding of that person, and the situation is what this person is trying to tell you: see me for who I am, don't ask anything extra of me, and accept me as I am, because I am perfect like that, you know. And if I am a right partner or right person or right friend for you, then accept me in your relationship as I am, because I might be weaker than you think, or I might, however, this, or like, or this person is asking for more independence, and you have to respect that, because there's something untamed or wild about them, and they need that freedom. They need that freedom. They you, like, some of you are trying to domesticate a wild animal, somebody who's been single for a little while, and it's very difficult for this person to commit, because they are kind of been single for a while. They've been known to live by themselves, or they're just used to their own energy, and it's hard for them to understand how it is to come in this relationship, how to actually act in it, how to play their role out. So they are definitely ascending in this relationship. This relationship is very important for both of you. You're both learning how to be in relationships, how to communicate with each other, stay within your own energy, and not to lose each other. But it is very important for this person to create the walls, and they are trying to protect their energy and their independence. So if you accept them as they are, with their independent energy, with that strength that they possess, and that charisma that they carry, if you don't demand too much of them, or then that's the way the relationship will survive. There is attraction between you two, but this attraction, like, I think this person, they feel attractive whenever they are in their own energy. It's hard for them to completely melt into each other. They're kind of more independent. They're a loner. They need that freedom. They are a free spirit, a very free spirit, and it's really hard to domesticate that animal. They're like a wolf energy. A lot of wolves run in the pack, but this one is an alpha who really, it's hard to domesticate them. So they're not against it necessarily. They love you so much that they're willing to try, but again, there's an obstacle, and they're just asking you to understand that. So kind of, if you're trying to put the leash or domesticate this animal, always give them a little distance before you come any closer. Give them ability to do the things that they love, and be in their own energy. That's the only way to kind of get closer to them, because they're a bit of a loner. And we'll go with the choice number 4 for the Pegasus. Let me unfold the cards and see what is arising. All right, let's go over what I have for you. So we have the Hilarion, which is family ties a lot of the times. Also wisdom, family lineage connection. Eight of Forces is a bit of a shaky situation, separation, something that crumbled, like crumbled foundation. We have 18, the dog from the Lenormand deck, and that shows me friendship, sincere feelings, good friend. Clouds is deception, deception. So maybe a good friend deceived you, or somebody who was you thought was loyal was actually unfair or unclear with you. And we have calling in for your soulmate, so there's a strong connection, and you're missing that person. They're missing you, and it's a soulmate connection, strong connection there, and unrequited love. Well, that's self-explanatory. So one of you has stronger feelings for the person than the other, and that causes a lot of heartbreak for someone. So I see plant the seed of a new template. So I see like a woman who's lonely, who's longing for someone, for the connection. So it looks like to me that there was unrequited love, or somebody had stronger feelings for one person than the other. Nine of Cups, wish coming true, or like a desire. Also someone independent, or someone a little arrogant, and kind of like a selfish, self-loving person. The Moon, again, deception, unclarity, ambiguity, trauma, healing of the trauma. And the Hierophant could be a card of marriage, could be a card of like higher guidance, of different relationship connections, commitments. So how does it speak to us about the situation? What can we connect? So yes, I definitely see somebody having strong connection, like two souls having a strong connection. It could be it looks to me like a relationship, maybe even a marriage, or somebody was trying to propose to someone and somebody declined the proposal. And so there's a lot of heartbreak, hard feelings, unrequited love situation. Somebody invested more of their heart, more of their energy into the other, and so one person is suffering greatly. So what this person is trying to tell you, that you really possibly liked you as a friend. They felt strong connection, but more of a friend's connection than of a lover's connection. Although you're great soulmates, great friends, but it was difficult for them to connect on a deeper level. And so I think you wanted a little bit more from this connection, and you're still yearning and still have that ache in your heart. So the person is asking you to move forward, to move on, and they want to kind of make up with you in a sense where they still want to be friends, and their heart is definitely aching and is broken that they could have offended you. But at the same time, you need to believe in yourself and know that you are worthy of a good relationship, of somebody who can be faithful to you and give you all the love that you deserve. And it's just it might be not this person. They are kind of enjoying their independence at this moment, and they are not ready for a higher level commitment. There was a lot of unclarity in the situation, and this commitment definitely, this relationship definitely needs to grow, and the conversation needs to happen. But yeah, you feel like the deception happened. The person is absolutely sorry about it, and they want to ask you for forgiveness. And what else do they want to tell you? That they deeply do care about you, and there's just a bit of cowardness about them, and they're afraid to express their true feelings to you. They do feel great connection, but more on a friend's level. And this is why they are trying to maybe hide from the situation, avoid certain conversations, avoid seeing you all together, because they feel like you want something more from this relationship, but they cannot deliver it for one reason or the other. And so they're not ready to commit at this point. They're still not sure what path they want to take in their life. They still feel like they need to be independent, alone, single, and maybe in the future they will regret that they missed this opportunity. But although you feel a strong connection, they are not ready to commit. So there's definitely unrequited love at this point. So they're asking for your forgiveness. They're telling you, I am literally feeling cowardly. I don't know how to tell you this. I don't want to break your heart, but I'm turning away from the situation for now, and I'm not with anybody else. I'm just feeling like I want to be alone. I'm confused. I don't know where this life is taking me, what the road I'm taking next. I'm just processing everything. And again, I do see some possibly family issues and family trauma from childhood in this person. This is why I have really difficult time committing to anything. Yes, and the word marriage or commitment scares them to death, and they run in a different direction. If you're trying to reconnect this person, be gentle again and try the friendship again first. Um, yeah, if the friendship can happen, but there was also like an ability to connect to something, an ability for them to connect to this situation. So they're just telling you that they're just not ready for any type of mature commitment. They're still like a child. They're still like a child in their emotions. They're still confused. So hopefully this was helpful for you to understand what the people that you were thinking about are going through, what they would love to tell you about themselves, but maybe they're unable because they're far away from you, or they're just afraid. So I hope this video helps for you to understand yourself and your relationships a little better, and it helps you to heal your relationships, move forward, or heal something and move in together. I wish you all love and happiness.